Hi, it's America's Beducator, Jeff Shire, owner of Mattress To Go. This is the Therapedic BackSense Elite Potomac Ultra Plush mattress. The BackSense Elite lineup from Therapedic is the beginning of their premium adult support line, and the Potomac is part of the upper echelon of that lineup using higher quality foams on the inside. Being a plush mattress, it leans towards a bit of the softer end of the spectrum as far as the surface comfort is considered, but it has very firm support on the inside. Speaking of support from the bottom foundation comes from Leggett & Platt's very heavy-duty metal semi-flex grid network technology unit. This is a semi-flexor, what some people call a minimal flex foundation. They're quite simple in construction. You have a welded metal grid network on top, surrounded by a perimeter thicker steel border rod. Then this flat grid network is supported by different struts underneath that are stapled to the bottom cross slats. These are examples of corner struts. Now, regularly in the middle of the foundation, you'd have what look like upside down U struts that support the grid network on top. It's stapled to the bottom slat, it goes up, it's welded, it goes over, it's welded, and then it goes down and it's stapled to the next slat right here. I know we still call these box springs in the industry, but that's just so you know that we're talking about the bottom piece of the sleep set. Foundations really are rigid items, and they're glorified risers. They do not impart any comfort to the product. You just want to make sure that they stay flat and firm. And they're normally available in a 9-inch version like this one, or at what they call a low profile, a 5-inch thick version. Now, something that we do unique here at Mattress To Go, all of our regular Therapedic models, even our entry models, we're still using this nice, strong metal semi-flex foundation. We don't go with some of the less expensive wood foundation with cardboard decks on top. Those really don't hold shape for too long. And also, for our wood slats, we go with slats that are 50% wider than the slats that are used right here on this demonstration unit. Support within the mattress comes from the Superlastic Pro continuous coil inner spring unit, also from Leggett & Platt. It is the most advanced and heaviest duty continuous coil inner spring unit that they make for us here in North America. This is a Superlastic Pro continuous coil inner spring unit from Leggett & Platt. This is the heaviest duty and most advanced continuous coil inner spring unit that Leggett & Platt makes for us. A continuous coil inner spring unit is one wire woven into a grid network of coils that are held together with the helical lacing right here. It is notched at 2 places or offset in 2 points, so it does sense and respond well to your body's weight. We use a good thick 13.5 gauge steel here. It's tempered twice, which is unique with continuous coils, so that it holds its shape extremely well. And it is a high profile unit, so there's quite a bit of steel to sense and respond to your body weight. Now, a unique thing about continuous coil inner spring units is that they maintain a very flat and firm profile on top. This is very important when used with the modern one-sided mattresses, because we don't want the inner spring unit to travel too much, because this will accelerate the eventual loss of comfort of foams by helping to break down the cell walls, the cell structures, the struts in those foams. So very appropriate to use this type of a spring unit with some of the higher quality one-sided mattresses out there. One unique thing that we do here at Mattress To Go is that we are still using the border rod around the top, and I know you don't see it on this display, and around the bottom of this inner spring unit, even with the foam edge reinforcement around the side. This lends extra structural integrity to the inner spring unit itself, and also helps to provide a firmer edge seating surface for you when used in a finished mattress. Around the side and the bottom of this inner spring unit is a very firm, high-density, solidly glued foam edge reinforcement unit called the TheraTub. This does 2 things. Number one, if you sit on the edge of the bed, it provides a firmer edge seating surface. But more importantly, when you sleep close to the edge of the mattress, it eliminates product roll-off. So effectively, you can use the entire top sleep surface of this mattress. Now, it's very important to note that we make this foam edge reinforcement tub properly. It's high density, very firm foam, and it's glued into a solid unit. It's not held together with staples, nor is it held together with fabric. You combine that with the border rod on the top and the bottom of the inner spring unit, and there's quite a bit of structural integrity within this Potomac Ultra Plush mattress. Comfort, of course, comes mainly from the foam layers placed on top of that inner spring unit. We start with the quilt panel, which will be the top 2 layers of foam stitched underneath the covering right here. There's a 1-inch layer of a gel-infused polyurethane foam, which lends extra durability to that foam. And then beneath that, there's a 1-inch layer of a plush, high-performance polyurethane foam. Underneath the quilt panel, we have the deeper upholstery layers of foam. We'll start with a 2.5-inch thick piece of 5-zone high quality, higher density polyurethane foam. And then beneath that, in the middle third of the mattress, we have a 1/2 inch thick piece of latex foam. This gives us a little bit of extra durability in the middle third of the mattress where most of our weight is concentrated in our abdomen and our thorax. Underneath that is a 3/4 inch of polyurethane foam, and then on the left and the right hand side of the mattress beneath that, we have a very large hourglass shaped piece of polypropylene mesh. This is Therapedic's patented hourglass pad. And this just gives us a little bit of extra durability as time goes on within the mattress. It's not something that you'll feel when you lie back upon the product, but it's something that you'll see 3, 4, 5 years down the road. All of the foams contained within this mattress are CertaPure US certified. That means they're made without formaldehyde, there's no heavy metals, there's no phthalates, there's no PBDEs. It's made without ozone depleters, and it is a low VOC product. So for lack of a better term, it's a good health certificate for the foam. This product is produced in Rock Island, Illinois. It's made in the United States, but more importantly, it's comprised of completely domestic products. Everything is sourced within the Midwest. Like all of the BackSense Elite products from Therapedic, this comes with a 10-year full non-prorated warranty. Again, it's the Therapedic BackSense Elite Potomac Ultra Plush mattress.